Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Total War Arena. So today we are taking a look at the Tier 6 proven Falxmen. Yes, so I've completed the Tier 5, got them fully upgraded, and got onto the Tier 6. So I've only had a few games with these guys so far, and haven't really, as you can see, got them upgraded at all. So we've still got a fair way to go, but I thought we'd have a quick look at them, sort of get some first impressions and see what's changed. So compared to the Tier 5s, they are actually very similar. They're basically just a direct upgrade, everything's a little bit better, and that's basically the main change. They still are a fast, manoeuvrable unit with sort of a good attack, but very little armour. As before, I found they're still really vulnerable to missiles, because obviously missile block chance of 23 is really not up to much. It's not going to give them much of a favour. But yes, they have really high attack sort of characteristics, particularly the weapon penetration, 61 base. Unupgraded, obviously I'm running with the Feast consumable, which gives me another +8 melee weapon penetration. Puts them to 69, which is pretty good. Obviously I've already got the upgraded Falx, which gives the 11 melee attack and 18 weapon penetration damage, which gives it insane. But I've got to research both the chainmail and the war paint before I can actually equip it, which is a bit of a pain. So we'll have to get that sorted. I'm also going to get the trousers, which give a nice bit of movement speed. And since it's only 4,000, at some point I'll probably get the spiky hair as well, just because it'll look cool. Other than that, the main change is the introduction of hamstring. So it's basically the Falx's ability to immobilize an enemy unit. When you're in contact, you can activate it, and the enemy unit gets negative 80% movement speed for 8 seconds, which is pretty effective. It's particularly good when you can catch cavalry, or you can just get into contact with a unit of cavalry. You can activate hamstring, and that basically stops their movement and allows you to sort of plow into them and do quite a lot of damage. So that's why I find that to be the most effective. Although occasionally, if you catch archers and things like that, and they're trying to run away as well, it's also useful for that. So anyway, enough talking. Let's hop into a game and see how we get on. So we are loading into the Passage of Augustus. Bit of a mix of matchmaking, mostly Tier 5s and 6s, so we're not doing too bad on that front. A awful lot of cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of cavalry, which is going to be interesting. It's not necessarily a bad thing, as long as the enemy don't have any archers. Well, I guess we have a lot of cavalry to counter them, so maybe it's not such a problem. But if we can get stuck into some of the cavalry, the Falxes tend to be quite effective against cavalry. If we can avoid that sort of initial charge without taking too much damage, then yeah, we can normally do okay. Particularly now we've got that hamstring ability I was talking about. We can sort of trap them in place. So, first thing says, I'm probably going to advance this way into the long grass and see what we encounter. Just because we've got a lot of cavalry on our team doesn't mean the enemy necessarily will. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Yeah, there is cavalry everywhere. Let's use our dash to get a little bit of speed. We've still got the dash ability, gives that 20% movement speed, 5.39. They really are quite a quick unit, these Falxes. And I've not got any of the movement speed upgrades yet. I've still got the war paint, which gives 7%, and the razor trousers, which gives us 7% as well. So, we're going to be getting a 14% movement speed on top of what we get already, and they're not a slow unit. So these Celeres look like they're getting stuck in. They haven't oathed yet, though, which is kind of surprising. But they obviously are considering about pulling out of the fight, which they are now doing. Look. Let's push one unit out here. See if these guys are going to fight me. See if I can get enough to hamstring them. See, like that. So it allows us to catch all these units now, because they got caught on the hamstring. And now we can plow into them. Let's pull another unit into this fight. What else have we got coming in? Some Hastati. Okay, I'm not worried about them. Looks like our friendly Romans are moving in. And we're going to try and get in and get a double unit on these Celeres, who hopefully we're going to rout, which we have done. Excellent. We're being shot at by something, but I think it's actually just... Let's pull this guy back. Okay, whoa, where did he come from? Celeres there. Let's hamstring him. Okay, you guys go there, and you, first things first, just throw a lovely bit of fire right into the back of that group there. And then push into the side. This is definitely going to be one to try and hold them all on, because we're getting such an amount of damage there. Okay, let's keep these guys pinned down. We should be getting a good amount of damage against these Celeres, which we are doing. Pretty happy with that. Okay, keep out of the fight if we can. We should get a lot of damage against these Romans, or these barbarians. They're trying to push through us, which is just madness. Because look at that damage they're taking, 20,000. Okay, that's great. So we've got some Hastati here. Let's get stuck into these guys.
My blade grows impatient.
We're going to do it and activate Defiance. Let's just try and keep up as much damage as we can against these guys because it's racking up as a really good amount of aggression points. Let's just try to manage everything at once. We are at risk of being flanked here, you see, because we've got these Celeres, which if they've got any sense would push into the back of you. We'll just try and get these warriors dead as soon as possible, then we can move back over to support our other units, because here they come, look, they've realised now their opportunity, which obviously is a good one for them. Right, so let's pull our units back over here, because these guys are in trouble. And there's not really a lot I can do, because as soon as Iron Discipline ends, there's a real risk they might end up routing. Let's bring one that way and push one round completely around this side. Okay, let's get them stuck in. How much is the enemy looking? Okay, so we're being relieved there. We could try and throw a flame into the middle, but I think we'd be risking causing as much friendly fire damage as we would damage to the enemy. Particularly as it looks like we might now be able to consider routing these Romans here. Which is exactly what we want. Hey, there they go. So let's rout those Hastati. And then focus on this other unit. We are going to be rear flanked by these... Oh, that was a big hit by those Celeres. Let's go for Defiance. You can use Defiance, I find, a lot more freely with the Barbarians than you can with, like, Vengeance on Germanicus, because it's actually going to do a 130-second recharge, 135, so you actually get quite a few uses out of it per game. It's not really a problem, I don't find. We're cutting these Celeres down pretty convincingly. If they try and run, I'll try and activate a hamstring on them. But they're going to rout anyway. And there they go. Okay, they're dead. Right, our base. Whew, this is a bit of an intense one. So let's try and get back ASAP. See if we can defend. It's cruised up with a really nice amount of points. Let's say hopefully we saw sort of a little bit of the usefulness of hamstring there at times. We have some friendlies in base, so hopefully they're going to be able to decap. They just don't want to get involved in the fight if they don't have to. So we don't have to worry about friendly infantry stakes anymore in the current patch. The battle is well in our favour, so we should be able to win this. Just want to make sure that we're not going to get decapped. But I thought these Romans will be pushing in shortly to get involved. There we go. Nice job there. So we've got some pikes here who are pushing down. Oh, we've got our own pikes here as well. Tier 4, Tier 5 pikes. And we've got some enemy units in base as well. Let's have a look. Are we going to try and go to base to get involved in some of this stuff, or are we going to try and go for these pikes? I think we should go for base. I don't really want to be fighting pikemen. Falxmen aren't that good. So let's try and get down here as quick as we can. Let's keep our dash activated. Dash through the... Ooh, lovely if these turned around just in time for me. And charge. I know I'm massively blobbing here. I do appreciate that. But we can get these guys rear flanked. And there we go, and then they're routing. And at least gets us a nice little bit of extra damage. And that should be the end of those hoplites. And then we've got two more to deal with. These cavalry will be as well pushing into the back there. But if they don't want to, that's fine by me. Okay, these guys are dead. No point in hanging around here. So let's push onwards. Try and spread out a little bit so we're not quite so blobbed. What have we got over here? So we've got these unit of pikes which are doing a very good job of defending there. But we can go up and throw some fire at them, and if nothing else, be a bit of a nuisance. There's some light peelers. Obviously I don't want to be attacking these guys friendly. They'll be more than too strong for me to deal with. But we can get close and certainly set them on fire. Once our dash ends. Oh, of course, friendly fire. Sorry, that was stupid. Okay, let me just go up, and that was very silly of me. I was walking into my own. There we go. Because they can either move. Well, we'll see what they do. The infantry are going to pull back. The pikes are going to advance. It's understandable, but we still did 8,000 damage to them. Are they in phalanx motion mode? No. No. Now they're in pipe phalanx. Okay, well we did a bit of damage to them. I guess we want to be going around that way, but there's no point travelling all the way around the map to try and get up there. I should maybe have saved one piece of fire to see if I could get one to go round. Let's have a little look what we can do here. See if we can push right up against this edge of the building. Be a bit rash, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. and try and push into the side of this phalanx. Let's just go for defiance. See what we can do. Oh, I forgot they're going to go to 1. Okay, let's push the other flank. If we could double flank, if we could side flank them. Come on, bastards, get around the flank. There we go, like that. Okay. Anyone who's not in defiance, let's enter defiance. Just get those pipe phalanx killed. That's what we want to do. Okay, and now we can focus back on these Hastati. We can friendly cavalry turning up now as well. Everything like that. Okay, so we should be okay now. Whew, that was all a bit intense. I didn't think I thought we were going to get caught on the edge of that pipe phalanx. I didn't realise we were going to get away with that. Oh, those Hastati are retreating. It's not so good of them. Getting a good amount of points now, 4,500 aggression points. Just goes to show, this is why I like these guys as well, because while they lack the armour, they're having that attack ability means when you get to rat someone, you get to cut them down really quite quickly. Makes them a really effective fighting force. So nothing else to worry about. Our base is secure. Looks like this game is going to be going well in our favour. Nicely suicided onto some spikes there. Looks like these Hastati are in retreat. We're not even getting that much damage because of the amount of horses we've got surrounding them. Our infantry can't get in to damage them. And then we've got a few phalanx, another unit of Hastati, and a lot of Hastati in this game. Obviously we've been quite lucky with the matchmaking on this match because we've largely been fighting tier 4s and stuff. We've had a few higher tier units at times, which has certainly benefited us. So let's get in. These guys are attacking the stakes, which is good. We're certainly not going to get to use fire anymore. Oh, we could actually try and get closer and throw some fire on these guys. Clip the edge of the rear. Are we likely to do more friendly fire damage than anything else? I think we probably are, to be honest. There we go, right in the middle of them. We should get a bit of damage before they start to turn around on us. Activate Iron Discipline, and there they go, they are routing. Excellent. Obviously, I probably was an error throwing that fire. I think I just caused more trouble for everyone than I actually of benefit. But still, those enemies are nearly dead. And then we can all get out of this fire. Sorry. And that, I think, is what they say is that. 4,800 aggression, not too bad. Is that the last unit, that piece of Hastati? And it is going to be dead any moment. And there it goes. And we won the game. Excellent. Well, that panned out nicely. Yeah, hopefully you saw hamstring a little bit on some of the cavalry we had earlier, being able to hold them in place. It's kind of what I like about it. It's quite a nice ability. And I find Falxmen to be pretty effective against cavalry, like some of the Roman cavalry, particularly even when they go into Oath of Perseverance mode. I find the Falxmen still tend to be pretty effective, where some of the other infantry units really struggle to be able to do any damage. And particularly with them being heavy armoured, and obviously you have such a high amount of penetration with these guys. They tend to work pretty well, I find. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Yeah, I enjoyed playing them. I do really enjoy the Falxmen. We'll be continuing to push through these. We'll probably have another video once I've got them fully upgraded. That plus 11 melee attack is going to make a big difference, because that's probably their biggest weakness at the moment. Only 94 melee attack, so hopefully that'll get better. So yeah, please give the video a like, subscribe for more Total War Arena content. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all on the next video.